Yeah, and I listened to the replays, so I guess you guys had a went up against a giant. I guess Joey, fill me in.
Yeah, let's tell you what happened last time on the Wild Beyond the Witchlight. You made your way to the Prisma realm of Yon, where you learned that the hag Endolin Moongrave is the master of. You quickly met up with a small group, one of a elf that used to be a acrobat at the Witchlight Carnival, who cast no shadow. Her dandelion protector named Amirdor, and his little bee girlfriend, lover, I don't know how to say it, Paul and Anna, who he freed from a giant beekeeper cyclops. They said that they're trying to rescue Gleam, the elf's twin sister, from the Mother Horn, which is Endolin's lair. And they were looking for ways to sneak in. They recommend making allies of the Corrids or the Briggannocks, two types of fey creatures that make their home in Yon. You made your way towards a place where the Corrids are, and after doing a ritualistic dance, they taught you a few things, like how to manipulate Corrid hair by dancing. And you learn that they are kind of at war with the Briggannocks in a way, that they keep the Corrids up at night with their mining, and they're using Corrid hair in machines that Endolin uses, and are very unhappy. You say that you can look into the Briggannocks, see what's going on with them, see if you can sort things out. And they were very thankful for that. Then you were heading your way to the Brigganock mine, where you met up with the Cyclops beekeeper that Paul and Anna was the queen bee of. He wanted Paul and Anna back because without her, they couldn't make the honey mead, most delicious honey mead in Yon. But Gray was able to create a illusionary bee that was even bigger than Paul and Anna, and that seemed to satisfy the Cyclops just fine. And before he realized the deception, he stomped away. I think that was about it. Oh, there was a goblin and a kite. Fun was had.
We learned how to dance.
Learned how to dance. Some of you were able to learn the Corrid dance, but some were not. I think you marked that down in your thing.
It's Karen and the Pimner.
And Kal'zi,
Aster?
Aster, yeah.
Do you want to just switch characters? Would that make it easier?
Yeah, you want to become like the top half of Aster, of even I'm doing it, of Kal'zi.
Change places.
Seems kind of important, yeah. That because we're going to a place where their hair might be used to make machines.
Yeah, they say that.
Right.
The I was saying Briggannocks, but it's Brigganock. We're making machines for the hag. They don't like that. So you're headed from Lockberry Henge. You're heading in the direction of the Brigganock mine.
I assume I was with the characters the whole time. I just didn't do anything because I as a player wasn't here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
We determined that Kal'zi would not be able to dance with his legs.
Now that she's officially free from the Cyclops, Paul and Anna is just buzzing happily around Amirdor. Bizz, 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 and give him little kisses on the pedal, like bizz, bizz, bizz.
She can't sting anybody, right? The honeybees don't do that, right?
Saying, oh, you don't want to get on the wrong side of my little precious Pollyanna here.
Oh, I won't. I don't. I'd rather not be stung. I might be allergic.
Gleam goes, oh, they're just so cute together. Don't they make the perfect couple?
I mean, being that they're both bees, yes.
One's a flower, Kal'zi.
Oh, hold on. Rub my eyes. Oh, there we go.
It is a 3-foot tall dandelion with a rapier.
Yes.
Yes.
And
No.
a bee.
You know, I was just about to face that Cyclops head on if he wasn't going to let my precious Pollyanna free. Suppose it's lucky that you all had a non-violent solution. And he nods to Gray.
Sometimes it's better to fight with your brains.
Business. It's like, oh yes, of course. We'll visit the Palace of Heart's Desires right after we help Gleam rescue her sister. Don't worry. You'll be able to see.
What's at the Palace of Heart's Desires?
Oh, well, that's where I'm originally from. And I promised Pollyanna that I would show it to her. It's quite a beautiful place.
That's Zablina's castle, isn't it?
If
Is that where we've been going this whole time?
if sunflowers or dandelions, I guess he's a sunflower, not a dandelion. Am I saying dandelion? Is he a dandelion?
I think he's a dandelion. Sunflowers
Yeah, he's a dandelion.
are more prominent.
He's
yeah.
a dandelion.
He says, but if like one could look sad, he kind of looks sad for a moment and says, it's like, yes, she was the master of that place until the hags took over. Granted, it's not as exciting as now that nearly everything is frozen in time, but it's quiet at least. I was lucky enough to not be present when the palace was frozen, but I try to go back, make sure everything's alright.
So you know the way there then?
Oh, yes, of course. Since I'm from there, I know my way through the fog.
Very interesting. Thank you.
Oh. Do you want to come with us? I mean, it'd be no trouble.
Yes.
Oh.
Yes, I think we will once we're done here.
You know, I never... Gleam kind of speaks up. Says, you know, I never asked, but what brings you here to Prismere?
It's a bit of a loaded question, isn't it?
Yeah.
Quite a various few things.
How much time do you have?
Well, we have a little ways to walk, I suppose.
Huge dramatic walking montage.
Yep. Begin telling the story of all your adventures. And she kind of picks up. So, Endlin stole something from one of you, and that's why you're here.
Tim is doing a hide action.
Go ahead and give me a stealth check.
Easily hide behind me.
Well, I didn't add any modifiers, so there will be some sort of modifier. She, Gleam kind of knows you trying to hide behind her, says to you, Pim, saying, I don't want to, disrespect your privacy, but, I noticed that you don't like looking at me, and you seem nervous. And I would prefer if I make you uncomfortable, then We just have it out in the open. Because
No,
I would feel dreadful
I feel fine.
if I do so.
It's everything. No, I'm sorry. I'm just just thinking about something else. Everything's fine. Don't worry. Don't worry about it. I'm okay.
She looks at a mirror door, then kind of like probably to Aster, like with like kind of a worried expression on her face. Like, is this okay?
Is what okay?
But she doesn't really. She says it with her eyes. Like like Gleam is like worried about him.
Yeah, so like glance back at Pim, look back at her, just shrug like.
I guess it is hard to trust someone without a shadow.
I won't lie, it is a bit weird.
I mean, it's only a superstition to people within the Feywilds, but I suppose it is a little disturbing.
Well, like my thoughts go to like that story, about that one boy who lost his shadow, who's like the leader of a bunch of other boys.
Well, I mean, Will of the Feywild.
No, Fantasy Peter Pan, I think is his name.
Oh, him. He's just a myth. A magical faraway land beyond the stars, please.
You're gonna have to like sew
Like,
your
where you
shadow
never grow
back to your
old.
feet.
I'm afraid won't be able to sew my shadow back quite as easily since Andalyn used her enchanted scissors to snip it away.
Man, the Feywild's a fucking wild place. Yeah, sorry.
The bee goes. It's like, yes, she did say a swear, but it's okay. Don't worry.
Oh, for
I'm always worried every time those awful swear words come out. You don't need them.
Did you know that swearing is actually a sign of having a very large brain? My IQ is quite high, thank you very much.
Gleam goes, if I could apologize on behalf of my shadow for the things she done under Endolyn's command, then I would do so 100 times over.
I mean, what kind of things are we talking here, like...
I'm afraid I just...
Murder?
Oh,
just don't know.
Did
your shadow kill somebody?
I hope not.
Oh. Aster, like, looks around at everyone like, lol.
But...
Kind of like shrug and be like,
When I was imprisoned in Motherhorn for a time with my sister. And since she took such a great interest in me, then I believe my shadow would be a great interest to her. And I guess I don't like to think about any part of me being under the command of that old hag.
Well, that's fair enough.
It's okay. We don't have to think about it now either. Let's just keep going. And
That's a good point. We don't have to think about it ever, actually.
no, yeah. We'll just focus about what's happening and should be everything will be fine.
Well, once I single-handedly rescue Gleam's sister Glister from the hag and then return them to their world, then I will be more than happy to escort you to Palace of Heart's Desire.
It's frightfully convenient, given that's where we got to go.
Seems like you always run into something you need here, isn't it? A little
Funny how that works.
Too convenient, if you ask me. Business. So you walk for a little while longer. And Joey finds where he put his tab. There it is.
over there next to the other tabs.
Yes, there's a whole bunch of them.
Yeah. Right next to the RC Cola.
Yeah.
God damn it! I was just about to make a comment.
Beat you there. Beat you to it.
We come across a throne hewn from a boulder and etched with astronomical symbols. A inscription is written in Elvish on the throne.
Oh, what does it say? I can read that.
You're like, finally something that's not Sylvan. And you run up to it. Who do you think reads Elvish better, Aster or Karen?
Or Kal'zi. Probably
Um,
Karen, though, I
Kal'zi?
would imagine.
I mean, I
Expert
technically
writing essays in Elvish, I'll have you know.
I
don't
taught
know.
myself Elvish after
Wait.
becoming one.
Is that
Oh, you mean you didn't
Is
know
that-
it beforehand?
intelligence? What would that be?
Well, just to read, just requires sight. But it says, I am a traveler from a distant land. My name is Mazakoth, keeper of stars. Sit on my throne, disciple, and unravel.
Ooh.
I don't know if that was a threat. It seems kind of threatening. What do you think?
Feels like one of you ever travel a long distance and you get those tourist trap things on the side of the road? Feels like one of those. Like
Those
if
are
you
my
sit there, they're gonna make you buy a whole bunch of like shirts with the place's logo on it, and I don't know.
Can I, I guess, check for the name Mazakoth?
Give me a
Something.
Arcana or History check.
Oh, -1 or +2. Okay. It's like,
Oh, there you go.
15.
Yeah, you start going through your, it's like, well, it's written in Elvish, maybe an elf wrote this, and you start just going through every single elf you've ever heard of, all the history books, and, you just can't think of any. Whoever this was is pretty obscure.
Can I investigate the throne for traps?
Sure. Give me a investigation.
Full enough. 15. Not too bad. Pretty good.
So this throne, just one of the many boulders that you've seen in Yon, but they etched out a throne into it, and you look around, it just looks like a solid piece of stone.
They don't see any glyphs of warding or anything like that.
We're not just
Yeah.
Well, not visually. You don't see any.
I mean, based on that, based on what I've not found, that is what I just say. Still,
Well, what's the worst that can happen?
all I know is that I can't sit on it for.
Aster will push past and park himself down on the chair.
How does a centaur sit down in a chair?
Oh, it's like that bed picture.
Awkwardly.
You're immediately thinking, I miss chairs. Chairs were pretty nice. Alright, who sits down?
Aster.
Aster, okay. A few seconds pass. And
See, it's just a piece of rock.
Mimic.
a few more seconds pass. You start to feel drowsy. Really comfortable for a boulder.
Padded leather chair rock.
And after about 1 minute, you're completely unresponsive.
Oh no.
I will grab him off the chair. So I see him fall asleep. I'm like, nope, that's not right.
You
Still.
So you immediately remove Aster from the chair, but she still remains in this trance. Aster, from your point of view, you're sitting on this throne, and all of a sudden your friends are just gone. And you're like, but you're not really too worried about it. You're at peace. And you feel like you start to lift from the chair. From the throne.
This is it. I knew it would go like this.
And you go higher and higher until the entire You see the entirety of Yon in front of you. And you look to either side, and you see hither, and you see thither, and in the distance you see this magnificent palace. But before you know it, even that is just a tiny speck on the surface of the entire Feywild. And you go higher and higher until the sky becomes stars. And whatever plane the Feywild exists on is just, again, just a point of light in a sea full of other realities.
What the fuck?
And you start hurtling through the stars, further and further away, until you get to this area that's just blackness. And you see a star in the last moments of its life. You get closer to it, and closer to it, until you safely and non-violently start fall to its surface, and you walk upon a dying star. And you hear a voice say, "This was where I was born. Remember it for me, and receive my blessing." And your eyes open, and you're back on the throne.
Hey,
next to everyone else. And you see you see everyone else around you.
All right, I think we have to try and do CPR. Let me.
It's been about it's been an hour for everyone else.
Oh,
holy fuck!
Okay, so it's been an hour.
How many times do you try CPR?
Like you come away from being like, we've all tried putting our mouths against Aster's mouth and breathing into them. I don't know any more things. There was two of us at one point to try it out.
Yes, but we haven't tried holding him upside down as we do CPR.
We even had the flower involved.
The bee doesn't have enough lung capacity. We've already discussed that.
So Aster...
Pimner's gonna run up to Aster as soon as he regains consciousness and start crying. And Pimner's gonna say, "Don't you ever do that again. I've lost my home, and you're the closest thing I have to it. Don't ever go away, because you're the last thing I have that's as close to what I've lost."
What the fuck?
I probably and realistically would have tried to cast Lesser Restoration on him. I'm guessing to no avail, but I'm going to go ahead and mark off a spell slot.
Yeah, you can tell like they were conscious.
Yeah.
And alive, but like just in this trance. Aster, I want you to gain proficiency in one of these skills. Arcana, Deception, History, Insight, Intimidation, or Survival.
Intimidation.
I feel like intimidation would be. I'm already proficient in Insight and Deception and Survival. So I think I'm gonna take Intimidation.
Whoa!
Yeah.
I saw a star on the other side of the universe, and I'm ready to kick its ass.
You want to fight me about it?
Proficient in Intimidation. Aster, once coming to, he'll like he just sees like Kal'zi's fucking head and like Pim running up to him. So he just like scoops Pim up and he's like, "Oh, all right, chill. I was gone for like 30 seconds. What the fuck happened?"
30.
Closer to an hour.
Yeah.
What do you mean an hour? No, I closed my eyes and I started descending to the heavens. Literally, I thought I was dead. I thought this was it. Like, that was the end of me. And I was ready to accept it. You know, I was like, whatever, I did my lot in life. I had no regrets, lived as few men dared to dream, etc., etc. And off I went. Through space, through time. And then I got to, like, a dead planet, rock, sun, star. I don't know what it was. And someone just said, remember this for me. I don't know where I was, don't know what it was, don't know who it was. But it was only like 30 seconds.
And now I'm really good at intimidating people.
And now I feel like I could just make anybody shit themselves.
So how about you all just back off?
Get the fuck away from me!
Had a
You
long
must have
trip.
been really tired then to bring that up.
Oh, I guess.
It was just really bizarre. You said I was out for an hour.
Give or take, yeah.
You
Hey,
didn't try
look.
to like bring me back to light. Like, what did you do? Did you think? I mean, like, thank God you didn't start trying to bury me or something. What the
Well, no, you didn't start decomposing, and obviously your heart was still going, both of them. And then,
How did you know that, Kal'zi?
How do you think?
I put my hand up to I put my hand up to Aster's chest to be like, that's where everybody's heart is.
Oh, it's significantly less romantic than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah, no, it was. I wasn't going to romance a dead person.
No, I
if that's
like.
what you were suggesting.
Unconscious.
No,
Yeah,
I meant like
right.
you know, and like as he's holding him, he like not pushes her, but like shifts so that her head is like resting on his chest, so she can hear his heartbeat. And he's like this. Anyway.
I can hear
Right.
your heartbeat too.
I have
That
a
is-
plus
that
7
is-
in medicine. I think I know the best way to check for a heartbeat.
Pim's gonna like quickly wipe her eyes and then like just jump off of out of Aster's arms and just say, "Oh, okay, well, it's good
Not
you're."
this sentimental
Bye-bye.
bullshit. No, Aster, before he'll give her like a little noogie.
Punch in the arm.
Yeah. Don't worry, I'm not going anywhere. You're stuck.
She
with
does a
me for
playful
life.
kick in the shins back.
Yeah.
I have -2 strength, so it wouldn't have hurt.
Oh, okay. He plays it up. He plays it up.
-2. What did Simon have? Bun. -3.
He had a negative. His strength was 5.
Oof.
Wow. Yeah, there was a time where you had to use your strength to like knock something over, and like
Yeah.
he was
Yeah,
doing negative
billiard
damage
ball.
to it. Yeah, he was doing negative damage to it. So that happened.
Aster will put his hand out.
If you feel like passing out again from exhaustion, maybe let us know.
I wasn't exhausted. I just sat down in the chair and like after like 2 minutes or something, it just happened. Although we did dance a lot.
Yeah, that's usually how it works.
Ugh. Yeah, maybe I was more tired than I thought.
Probably stop sitting in things that were owned by weird, creepy, probably long past wizards and spellcasters. Ugh.
That's no fun.
But what if something good comes out of it? What if one of us gets something out of that?
I told you something good did come out of it. I feel like I can make anybody shit their pants now.
Like,
Obviously,
literally?
That's a good thing.
Oh, maybe
risk
not.
reward.
Maybe
risk
not.
reward situation.
I think more like figuratively. Like I feel a lot more mean. I feel like I can be a lot more mean than I was before.
Good for you.
Yeah, it is. It's quite wonderful for me, actually. Gray, thank you
Feel
so
like
much.
can bully even more people. Nah,
Somebody gonna help me
Aster's
get
not
out
a
of this
bully.
chair or not? He's like,
Oh yeah, by the way,
out.
you can't leave the chair forever now. Sorry.
Grabby
Yeah,
hands.
it's a cursed chair.
Yeah.
Gotta carry the chair with us if we're gonna bring Aster.
Yeah. Just strap it to Kelsey's back. It's fine.
That's fine. Again, it's a mount.
Oh no, wait, I wasn't in the chair. Kelsey pulled me up.
Yeah,
Just
well,
kidding.
yeah,
Never
yeah.
mind. Uh-huh.
You're on the hard ground.
Ugh.
All right. Not long after that, you get closer to the Brigganock mine. Let's see here. Get closer here.
Oh, more's about to happen.
You hear the sound of hundreds of tiny pickaxes and hammers chipping away at stone. It emanates from a mouth of a cave that has fingers of rock reaching skyward above it. Statues of irate, hairy creatures with cloven hooves, which you know as Khorids, are positioned so that they lean around the trees and peer over boulders, all staring balefully at the cave entrance.
Can you lower the music a little bit?
Yeah, I'm just about to do that.
Thank you. It's good for your intro, but then... what's the over-under on these guys being, like, petrifications and not statues?
I'm not sure if you were here for a remark, but they did say they put statues in front of the mine to scare them away.
Okay.
So,
I see. Gotcha. So it's very low then. Very low.
like to keep them in the mine, they put them out there to make to think that they're ready to get them.
They're just scarecrows. I'm
Oh.
guessing these creatures are not going to be that smart if something this simple will scare them. I mean, look at this. This one's eye is kind of lopsided.
I wonder if they're even smaller than the Khorids for this to scare them.
Yeah. Well, guess should we knock?
It's a little more. This sounds a little more creepy than I thought it was.
Well, aren't we going in to cause some sort of havoc? Should we try and sneak in some way?
I don't know if you've ever been around a horse or centaur, but we're not very sneaky.
Maybe you're not trying hard enough? You ever think of that?
No, my hooves literally
Shh,
echo
it's okay. No,
around.
wait, I can wait. Shh, 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 shh. Aster's gonna like reach his arm all the way up to run it down Kal'zi's face. Shh. I have a spell for that.
See?
Uh,
Aster's trying hard enough. For
Watch.
two of you.
Watch. And I'm gonna cast Pass Without a Trace. So a veil of shadows and silence radiates from you, masking you and your companions from detection for the duration, which is up to 1 hour. Each creature you choose within 30 feet of you has a plus 10 bonus to stealth checks and cannot be tracked except by magical means.
nice.
Creature that receives this bonus leaves behind no tracks or other traces of its passage. So y'all got a plus 10 to your stealth checks. Keep that in mind if we ever have to roll them.
Jeez.
Heck yeah.
Alright, so
There you go.
I mean, I could have just cast silence, I guess, but this works. This works better, actually. Yes.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Yes.
you guys make no sound as you walk.
We have a plus 10 to
Mhm.
stealth check, so
Okay.
essentially.
Yeah, pretty much. We're just hovering.
Pimner's crawling on the walls like a spider.
Well, they said, Gleam says, well, the Cord said that there was an entrance to the Mother Horn in the cave. Suppose we should head in?
Okay. Head in.
Yeah.
Gleam goes, aren't you the big fancy adventurers? Why don't you head in first?
Okay.
I mean, they're just Briggannocks. Not
Yeah.
scary.
Be fine. Yeah. Okay.
What is that exactly?
Oh, they're little fake creatures, but holds up a hand about like a foot tall. Like little mice.
So wait, I could step on them? Is that what it is?
You see the
like-
clanging of pickaxes just echoing throughout the entrance.
Well, you know how strong those other things were, and they were really small, so maybe not stepping on them. Yeah.
Well, Briggannocks are definitely smaller than cords. Much smaller.
And what have they done to you that made you so afraid?
Well, not afraid, but from what I heard of the cords, that they're working with the hag, and I definitely don't want to be captured by her again. Especially if we're walking into a cave of her allies.
Okay.
The Mirador says, my lady, do you wish to remain outside, till we find safe passage? Saying, no, I can go. But I do admit I'm having not second thoughts, but this is the thought of being captured by Endelin again is putting me at unease.
Tim's gonna walk over and grab her hand and say, I think you can do this.
Thank you, Pimner.
I mean, I'm probably like reaching up to do it, but still. And just say like, I'm gonna hold your hand and I'm gonna make sure that she doesn't take you away.
Oh, thank you so much. Pulls out another hand, and the Mirador takes the other one. And I am with you as well. You are not alone. None of you are. You're with friends. Biz, 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 biz. Shall we then?
I think we shall. Let's go.
Walk in together. Right, you
Down
step
in.
towards the entrance of the mine.
Stealthily.
It's very stealthily, but as soon as you cross the threshold, the sound of pickaxes just stops. You just hear silence.
The full orchestra also stops.
Yeah, they stop their creepy music.
Well, I think they heard us.
How could they have heard this?
Well, do you hear them?
We literally can't be tracked.
We'll be
And I
there
don't-
on lunch break.
I don't think a bunch of miners can use magic.
Is
I
it
mean, if they're working with the hag, they could have gotten some special items or scrolls or
Well,
just have one lookout. I'm gonna look around real quick to see if there's any lookouts that might spot us. Have spotted us.
give me give me investigation.
Investigation. 2.
2, definitely not.
Looking on the ceiling. Nope. Nothing up there.
But as you make your way deeper, just a few steps in, the sound resumes.
See, it was
Wait
just
a
scheduled
second.
break. Scheduled break.
I'm gonna step back a little bit. Does the sound stop when I step back to where we were?
Maybe not necessarily, but you can see that they probably know you entered.
Hmm.
And they were just like, you know.
Walk into the saloon and the
Yeah.
piano player stops and everybody looks at us and then just goes back to what they're doing 3 seconds later.
Yep, piano starts again.
I mean, it's entirely possible maybe they had, like, something to alarm them when we walked in, but now we don't know that we're here if we've passed by it. I don't know.
Well,
As long as you're all within 30 feet of me, you should be fine.
okay.
The
Approximately.
pickaxes start to grow louder. And you notice, like, a rhythm to them now. It's like, dude, it sounded like random before, but now, like, there's a definite rhythm going on to them, almost like drum beats.
That's definitely a 17/18 beat.
That's
And I
that's
feel
hard
like
to
you
do.
made that up.
Karen,
Oh, I
did you
know
make that up?
17/8 beats. No, it's very uncommon, but a very keen ear can hear it. Had a cheer routine to that, just to win
Yeah.
over the judges one year.
Do you also have perfect pitch?
Well, I think so.
All right, let's just keep going quietly.
Oh my! Oh my! We continue.
A few moments later, the sound of the pickaxe is almost soothing at this point. Puts you at ease.
Are we getting sleepy though?
Makes you sleepy.
I feel like
Can Karen be like slowly in the background as we're walking, doing like kind of like a slow mocking of like her routine, be like, "Duh."
Yeah.
But like getting sleepier. And 7, 8.
Aster's gonna climb up on Kal'zi's back. Just,
All right.
I think I'm
That's-
still tired from the chair.
Okay.
After
We'll get you
about
some pants.
10 minutes, I want everyone to make a Constitution
no.
saving throw.
Oh no! Wait, is this against the spells or other magical effects?
It is.
Then I have advantage.
Is it a magical sleep?
I think Karen might be immune.
Yeah.
I'm not
But she's just
anymore.
really like hyper with it. She's like,
I have advantage. Hold on.
Yeah.
What saving throw?
Constitution.
Constitution?
On.
Yep.
Okay.
So,
is it
Joey, I have the spell Resistance, which is basically guidance, but for saving throws. And this is over time. I probably just try to keep casting on myself, knowing if I can tell that it's trying to make me sleepy. Can I do that?
If you can feel yourself unnaturally, like, being affected by this, then yeah, I would let you do that.
Okay.
I feel everyone would be on edge after what happened to Aster.
Yeah. So I'm
But
gonna-
again, is this magical sleep?
It is.
Okay, well, Karen doesn't care.
And I get a plus D4.
You all are lazy bones.
Not me.
Ooh, I get an 18.
18. Perhaps maybe because of Aster's Fey ancestry. You're able to shake off this feeling. Maybe you see Karen doing her little dance. It's like, okay, I gotta keep myself awake. But
Can't
eventually,
like Karen best me again.
but from behind you, but from around you, Kal'zi, Pim.
Oh.
and
Hold on. I forgot about something. I'm going to do a little thing to give myself an extra D4.
Okay.
Ooh.
Changeling luck.
Okay, 11.
11.
Just in case.
Well, if Kal'zi's 18 failed, then 11.
Wait,
Ouch.
really? 18
Yeah.
Oh
failed?
man.
It just failed.
Ooh.
So Kal'zi, Gray, and Pimner, you're like, this isn't so bad. In fact,
wait.
I'm just gonna take a little nap. And you
No?
just,
Come on, lazy bone, and like kind of like going up and like slapping their butt to keep them going. Like go. And if they actually fall asleep, but she's gonna pick them up.
So
Well, we
Kal'zi
can't
just
really
sort
do
of
that with
walks.
Kal'zi, though.
Kal'zi just kind of stops, slows down, and just stops. And
How
just
much
staying
do
there,
you-
you hear him start to snore.
How much do you weigh, Kelsey?
That's a good question. I don't know if I figured that out. Let me see if
I
I
don't know
wrote
if
it
I can
down.
lift you, but just for.
I was, I guess, 162 pounds as an elf, I think?
How much does a horse weigh?
Like,
Centaur, weight, D&D.
Like probably not, but I'm
Uh,
also just curious.
What does Reddit say? Monster manual in 5e lists them as large and says in 3.5 version 3.5 says they range around 2,100 pounds. That's what? No, those are the creature monster ones. Probably several hundred pounds, we would guess.
Mhm.
Like 2,000 pounds does not surprise me. That's
Yeah.
like,
Andre the Giant was 7'4" and
Horses.
weighed 520 pounds. So
Yeah, horses are big and heavy. They weigh a lot.
I think D&D centaurs are a little smaller, but
They
yeah,
are.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
He'd
you,
for-
be a couple hundred pounds.
yeah, but you would be like almost like a large creature. Yeah, so you will, like try to like basically drag Kal'zi
yep.
probably, and he's just snoring and drooling on the rock, and Pimner's just like, "Nom, nom, 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 nom." and
Actually, what I'll
and the Mirador and the bee also fall asleep, but the alpha Gleam is like a Karen, where she was immune to it,
Aster's fine.
and Aster, who's able to dance it off. Gleam goes, I think they know we're here.
Great. What was even the point of me casting that spell then? If
They
anybody
must have other ways to locate us.
Oh, they'd only be able to tell if we were coming by magical means. Although they couldn't have heard us anyway. That's annoying.
Hell, me trying to drag this centaur.
Oh, hold on. Aster will like jump off of his back.
Yeah.
Finally. And then he'll like
He's like,
make
"Giddy
like
up, come
make like a
on."
lead almost to wrap around his waist. His human portion, elfin portion waist to like lead slowly. I don't exactly want to stand behind him because he'll probably, I don't know, do Centaur kick in their sleep? They might do.
I could see it. Dogs do it all the time.
Yeah, just be careful. No, it's fine. Here, he'll like drape Pim over Kal'zi's back.
So yeah, after a few minutes trying, like, how do we move this centaur?
I could just misty step him out.
You just hear the faintest of footsteps coming through the down one of the mines, like just like a pitter patter.
Okay, do you think that we should leave it here, hide behind another rock, wait till they come in, then we jump them? What do you think?
I mean, they already know we're here.
I know, but we could jump them and maybe get a head start. I don't know. Do we just talk to them?
Considering half of our teammates are asleep.
You start hearing some whistling.
They do sound chipper, so maybe.
Yeah, we might catch them in a good mood.
Okay, just wait this one out then.
Yeah. Maybe we could be like, oh yeah, no, we're here to work. We've joined the miners' union. I don't know.
So after a few moments, you see 8 little mice-like creatures that look like this.
Oh God! Ah.
It's kind of cute.
Kind of
Kind of
cute.
cute.
Literally,
Oh,
they're just like not even a foot high, even
I know
less than that.
the mole nose is freaking me out.
Yeah.
A wispy mustache. That's nice art.
It is really nice art though.
Yeah, and they have like wearable. They have a werebarrel full of rope that they're pushing. Ropes and pittons, I guess, is like those little like stakes that you put in the ground. And they're just like kind of whistling happily until they turn the corner and see that half of you are still awake. And the little mice creatures stop their whistling, wide eye kind of like look up, and one says, "It didn't work." Mm-hmm. And they just drop the wheelbarrow and they turn around and run.
Sorry, are you saying wheelbarrow or
A wheelbarrow.
Because when you're saying it sounds like werebarrow, like a werewolf.
It is a wheelbarrow.
Okay,
Barrow.
wheelbarrow.
Oh great! Now the word just sounds weird.
Yeah.
Wheelbarrow?
Wait, shouldn't we go after him?
Well, could we just use the moving stuff to maybe move some of the people? Because that's how they're going to move us.
Oh, how big is the wheelbarrow?
It is, small.
Oh, shit.
Like 2 of them were were like pushing it, but it was enough to carry like rope and these stakes.
Hit 4 of them and then attach them like roller skates.
They are running away.
Kal'zi.
You want to chase them? Do you want to?
Yeah.
We're gone. Karen is.
It's just
Yeah,
it's like
I'm
that, like Dragon Ball Z, like they disappear, they move so fast.
It's like looking at each other, like they're running away, and you're like, yeah, I get it. And then just before you finish the sentence, Karen's like, yeah, and then this like turns and goes. Like going like the T900 or whatever from.
Oh, now I have to pull Kal'zi all by myself. Oh, he's so big.
I just separated myself from the party. Let's go.
So
Yeah.
it's carrying like a track running down the.
Oh yeah. Perfect form, elegant speed.
She takes
Grace.
out the
Athleticism.
baton that she carries with her everywhere she goes, just in case she needs it.
So these little mice creatures surprisingly fast. They're fast little guys. And you see them run past this humanoid figure.
If I saw the humanoid figure, I'd probably be like, and then start like trying to backpedal.
And she's like, it's like, whoa, where's you all going? And then this figure turns around, sees you.
Like sort of like being like skidding towards them.
Yeah.
I suppose what's the look on their face when they recognize me?
Well, she doesn't recognize you.
Sort of like realizing that I'm there.
Yeah. So a tall, slender human, clad in dark leather armor, greets you. Their friendly face brightly illuminated by a tiny wisp of light that floats next to a mouse-sized creature perched on the human shoulder. Well, greetings, trespassers, says the human with a smile. Didn't anyone ever teach you how to knock? Little mouse goes, well, I reckon that this one don't know no manners. You might be right, Trig. Well, you might be right, Trig. And she, what weapon does she have? Pulls out a short sword. Saying, now again, you're not trespassing, are you?
Could you define what you think trespassing is for me? I think, well, like, I'm here. I'm not really doing anything. These guys came up to me with rope and a wheelbarrow. Kind of suspicious and a little rude. Then they just ran off.
Another little mouse creature, another Brigganock, pokes out of one of her pockets and goes, we saw you coming from where the Corrids are. I reckon they're with them.
Oh, they're very lovely.
Molliver, I think that they're allies with the big fuzzy ones. I think you might be right.
I feel it's more like tenderly than fuzzy. I think fuzzy would be more like nice to touch.
Well, they are quite fuzzy, I will admit. But, are you allied with Clerics? I suggest you don't light.
Okay. What's going on here? Are you the ones kind of making... So, here's my side of the story. Apparently someone's making an awful lot of racket over here. People just want to know, why is it so noisy? Is there a way that we can make it stop? Is there an agreement we can come to? What's your side of the story?
Another little mouse pokes out from another pocket. Of course we're making noise. The more noise we make, the more the Corrids will get annoyed, and they won't be donating their hair to that old creeping Lynn. Those Corrids allying themselves with that hag.
Which hag is this? There's too many to keep track of. Which hag?
Molliver chuckles. Which hag? Well, we're in Yawn, darling. Only Creepin' Lind, the bitter end, can be found here.
So wait, you don't like Lynn, but the other fuzzy guys do like Lynn.
Those Corrids been donating their magical hair to build their machines. With the machines causing all kind of terror here in Yawn.
Okay, Joey just says like, DM, they told us that they've been stealing the hair?
Yep.
Is that what I remember?
So yeah, the Cords said that Lynn stole the hair from the Cords. That's why they don't meet up as much anymore, because they don't want to draw attention.
Okay. Just, yeah, to keep that. Well, okay, from what I've heard from the Corrids, it's becoming a lot of messy drama here, is that Lynn was stealing the hair. They weren't donating it. You both might have a common enemy, and then because you're infighting with yourselves, you might not be able to take her on.
At this point, everyone is just, as you turn the corner, just dragging Kal'zi down.
I'm surprised I didn't hear us coming.
Yeah. Saying, Psycho, you're just passing without a trace, aren't you? Saying, I should have known that my little friend's spell wouldn't work on you elven types. So, she turns to everyone else. Is what Queen Monarch here saying true? That you're not allied with the Corrids?
Aster looks back at everyone who's asleep. Yeah.
Yes.
Really, I'm getting really good at my mimicry act. What do you think? Anyway, no, we're not really.
You start moving Gray's mouth. Oh, don't worry about them. They'll wake up in a few minutes.
Oh, okay, good. Yeah. No, they taught us a dance, but that's about it. We didn't really like guarantee or promise them anything. Did we?
I think we said we'd come in here and see what was going on. I remember that.
Yeah, really.
Give me like a group persuasion check.
Of everyone that's awake.
Everyone that's like arguing for them.
So, a persuasion?
Yeah.
Why 13? I have a +6 to that.
Oh no! 13.
Hey,
We're so lucky.
She puts away her sword. Well, I think we might have ourselves a little bit of a misunderstanding here.
I believe so as well.
I'm gonna turn off this threatening music. A little lighthearted tone. Now that I think we may not be enemies.
That's true, but we could turn the threatening music back on when we go kill that hag.
Yo, here's a here's a song called "Cool Vibes." See how this sounds. That's pretty cool.
Nice.
Sure, why not? Let's do this.
Sounds like it's from Undertale.
Elevator music in
Girls
the
bees.
cave of the elevator of the cave.
So, wait. So I was around the corner trying to drag this fucking centaur. So,
Oh yeah, I left that for you. Sorry.
It's fine. I'm like, I feel like I could bench press Kal'zi now. So you don't, and he's pointing at the strange person. You don't like the hag.
Oh, wait.
What happened to the music?
That's
It's
what
only got-
happened, yeah. It's like the hag. We hate that old hag.
Oh, okay, perfect. And the other ones like her? Is that what I'm getting from this?
Well, you saying those Corrids don't like that hag
yeah.
either?
No, I'm asking you. Do as far as you know? I don't think we ever asked them, did we?
Well, machines are made of Corrid hair, so they must be allied with them.
No, she was stealing the hair. No, I'm really good at keeping track of gossip. Don't worry. So she was stealing the hair from them, and we actually know how to ruin their machines. Me and Aster here specifically.
Pimner in her sleep. Me too.
Yeah, you start to wake up at this point, saying, "Well, that old hag kidnapped our best architect, Galmo. And they've been making contraptions for that hag up in the Motherhorn."
Well, that makes sense why the Corvids think that you're against them, because they must have saw that happen and been like, oh, well, they're joining sides, but really they were stolen just like their hair. It's all coming together.
It sounds to me more like it's oh, what's the word? It's just like an allegiance out of like fear.
A misunderstanding?
Well, I don't know. I can
Yeah.
tell you. Mulliver knows. Well, I can tell you for a fact that the little Briggannocks here are not allied with the hag in any way. At all.
Well, that's. I can't get my accent back. I'm going right into that kind of accent. It's
You know,
real bad.
Well, I didn't have this accent either when I first came here. But it's,
I just
it grows on you.
Wait a minute. I think I'm getting this accent. No, never mind.
You're all
Right.
awake. You're all awake at this point.
I'd like to
Yep.
point out that
Yeah.
Aster
Well,
is still holding onto a rope that is tied around Kal'zi's waist.
What?
Right, so
What the? What? What's going on?
Sorry, I had
Let me
to-
take care of that for you. And a few of the Briggannocks start like walking up to Kal'zi, and then just in an instant, like the Flash did it, they just run up to the rope, untie it, and place it in a neat little pile, all coiled up next to you. They go, "Done."
sorry, I had to. You were asleep, so I had to drag you over here. That was the
What?
easiest way.
I didn't see any. Has it been like an hour? Has it been like an hour?
No.
Okay, I
It's
didn't
been
see any
3
like.
years.
What? What?
No, it
No.
was a spell. You're fine. Breathe.
I didn't see any like sun or anything like that.
Listen. I'm gonna point a finger at Kal'zi. Very
I
intimidating.
didn't.
I want to intimidate him. Listen.
Well,
I saw what I
Uh,
saw. Alright?
I'm not saying. Not saying you didn't.
That's right. Anyway, it turns out
Oh, intimidating.
they're good guy. Oh, what? Do you want me to actually roll an intimidation check? Because I will.
No. I just said. Oh,
Do it,
they're
do it,
still
do it, do it.
intimidating. Yeah, go ahead, do it.
Okay. We'll see. Oh, it's 13 anyway.
Go against my insight check of 26. It's like,
Hey,
oh yeah, I'm shaking in my boots. Don't
My
tell him I'm
horseshoes.
not wearing any boots.
Horseshoes.
That's the point. There's nothing to shake in.
centaurs wear horseshoes, Kal'zi, duh. Anyway, they are. These fine folk are fine folk. They don't like the hag. It was all a misunderstanding. Anyway, so we're gonna go kill her. We've already killed her sister, so I need to stop saying that out loud.
You kind of maybe. It is impressive though. You did get the killing shot.
That's all I've got going for me, really. It's my one claim to fame. Or
So-
did I say kill? I meant kicked out of hither. Thither. I mean thither. Kicked out of thither.
Yes. Anyways.
I suppose what you do is up to you all. I probably haven't introduced myself, and she takes a little bow and says, "I am Molliver. I'm Molliver of Valor's Call. At your service."
Absolute pleasure.
Wait a minute. We met your teammate.
Oh. Which one would that be?
He's a dwarf. He helped us free a bunch of children.
Oh, Elkhart.
Oh! Oh yeah!
Oh.
Right!
Yeah.
Oh, how's that old dwarf doing?
He's
He
fine.
he was in a cage for a good couple months.
Ate nothing but potatoes.
Yeah. But he's out now and taking care of some kids.
She says, she looks a little surprised, saying, "In a cage?"
It's more of a subterranean structure with a grate on top that would
Like
be
a-
similar, yet not unlike a cage.
An oubliette, I think, is the name you're looking for.
No, you're just making up words in Elvish.
I think it was just a hole in the ground with a grate on top.
She seems
But he was
she seems confused, like, well, I know Elkhart can be stubborn sometimes, but why was he in a cage?
Something having to do with the hag?
Let me.
Well, last I know, that all of Valor's Call was safely in the Palace of Heart's Desire. Why did he get involved with the hag?
oh.
Why you
Yeah,
all,
no
why
takers.
you
Why was
all
that?
making noises like that for?
I look at everybody and go, not it.
Gray, you haven't said anything in a minute. You explain.
Yeah.
Quite honestly, I don't remember listening in the first place.
Everybody at that palace is like frozen in time.
Yeah.
Uh,
He was at the palace and then removed, if I recall, by the hag.
Oh yeah, that does sound
She
familiar.
goes, I don't know if it's just Gray not remembering or Bun just isn't paying attention. But Oliver goes, wait, you're saying my friends have been frozen in the palace?
When was the last time you talked to them?
Well, we made our way here to Prismere because we heard that the League of Malevolence was here. But
Yes.
but I have my own reasons for staying behind, and it was just to help these little Brigganocs out, help them out with
yes,
with their.
How long ago was that?
How long? I don't quite remember how long.
Weeks, months, years, decades, centuries?
Well, surely not that long.
Okay, we'll work your way up. Days? Weeks? How about months?
No more than a few months, I thought.
Okay.
I was going to meet up with them once my little friends here were taken care of. Tell me that they're
He
in
didn't
danger?
know how much. He didn't know how long he was out for when you were talking to him. He specifically said, because I remember asking him, and he specifically said he wasn't sure because he was just sort of had no perception of time when it was frozen until he was unfrozen.
This is very unfortunate to hear, but I did part ways with them, and I have my responsibilities here in Yon.
Which is to make sure that these creatures don't get into fight with those creatures over there, the other side of the peninsula.
Well, I think, with your help, we may be able to reach an understanding between the two.
Oh, I hope so.
My little friends here have been too afraid to leave the mine because of those statues out front. I just leave them to their superstitions.
So,
These little, despite their speed, these little Brigganocs are not matched for the Corrids. I've seen them lift boulders and throw them a mile in the sky.
yeah, we saw that too. Not long ago. So what I'm hearing is we should have perhaps some sort of truce meeting on neutral ground with some ambassadors. Mayhaps.
I don't think the Brigganocs would venture very far from the safety of their mind. If you want to call the Corrids here, then we can have a meeting at the entrance.
Well, then they didn't like all the rock noises that were being made, so you're gonna have to. If we can convince them of that, you're gonna have to convince these folks to be quiet, I guess.
Well, the only reason we were minded so much because we knew it got on their nerves.
Well, that's just not very nice, now is it?
Well, it's all that we can do. Can't compete with them physically.
Fair, but let's just truce meeting. Let's find a truce meeting. Let's just get that over with. I just kind of like turn around, kind of like. I guess turn to the other party. Is like, should we do that? Is that a thing? Should we just go get them? Bring one here. Have them talk.
I think that sounds like it might work.
I mean, if this whole thing was just like a giant misunderstanding, I don't see the problem.
Well, if they don't trust each other and talks break down, we have a full-grown war on our hands. So
Wouldn't they just run away from each other?
one would probably run away from the other, while the other would throw rocks at the ones running away, but they probably wouldn't be able to hit them.
In a way, though, I do feel like they probably would just run away from each other.
Yeah, right.
So I'm going to spend some time going back to Lockberry Henge.
I guess so.
To tell the Cord Queen what happened.
As long as you all promise, can you please promise to not mine until we come back? Is that okay?
I think that can be arranged.
Okay, because that would help our argument saying that you're both on the same side if you stop. Because we said we could make you stop. Maybe. Yeah.
If you have them remove those statues.
Well, we'll get them to do that as the sign of trust.
Alright. We'll say you go to Lockberry Henge, get the attention of the Queen, explain the situation, and it like kind of clicks in her head that, oh, all this time it's just been a misunderstanding. But they are annoying. They are so annoying with those pickaxes, aren't they? Like, yes, they promised to keep it down. And she agrees, the small escort, to have peace talks with the Briggannocks. And they meet.
Additional peace talks.
Yeah, they meet in front of the mine. You can tell that the Briggannocks are a little scared to like step out. So Oliver like agrees to be the voice for them. It's like, well, okay, little ones, don't you worry about this. And she starts her talks with the Queen. I forget what her name was, but do you wish
Karen. Her name's Karen.
Karen, so you know. Do you just leave them to it, or?
We'll stand nearby, but this is ultimately their talks. At least I'm not gonna.
We can help be like supporting witnesses, I guess.
Yeah.
Pimner's gonna pull Gleam aside while this is happening. And as they're having their own like misunderstanding talk, Pimner's gonna have a misunderstanding talk with Gleam. Say, it was home. That's what your shadow took from me.
She was like kind of paying attention to the meeting, and she said like, it was home.
Yeah.
How did she kind of like half smiles like, how did Hag take a home?
You know that feeling when you're home?
I tried.
That's what's gone.
She goes, oh, I've been looking for that feeling ever since I came here. And she took that feeling from you.
Mm-hmm. So no matter where I go or who I'm with, it never feels like home.
She's just like stands there in silence. Like she's kind of like on her knees, so she's at her ear level.
Yeah.
And she goes, my shadow took that from you.
I know that.
Pimner, I'm so sorry.
I know it wasn't your fault, and I know it wasn't your shadow's fault. It was Endelyn's fault. It was her stealing it. She just used your shadow to do it.
Why would she do something so cruel? I know these hags are untrustworthy and chaotic, but to steal something so essential to one's being.
And it's okay.
It's not.
I made some pretty good friends, and we're gonna get it back, just like we're gonna get your sister back.
You helped me even though what my shadow did to you.
I won't lie, being around you makes me nervous. Something about you brings back that memory.
Pimner, I promise you that we will get what you took back. What you got stolen
Awesome.
back. Even if I have to venture into Motherhorn myself. And
Well, I
be
think we'll-
captured again by Creeping Lynn.
Well, hopefully if this talk goes well, she'll have more than just us entering her Motherhorn.
She says, she just looks kind of, like, so, like, disturbed by it all. She goes, Mr. Witch and Mr. Light, though.
You guys something like a break?
Mr. Witch and Mr. Light, they took you in after you had your home stolen?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's kind of funny. I didn't have a ticket to break into the thing, and then I stole some stuff, so then the place that I broke into and stole some stuff became my closest thing to home.
I've always known Mr. Witch and Mr. Light to be kind.
Unfortunately, they're also cowards.
They didn't do anything when Glister was taken. I had to take it up to myself. I suppose they're not perfect and far from it, but they give you a home. Closest thing you'd have to one.
And heck, if we make it out of this alive, no, when we make it out of this alive, they're gonna give me a huge raise.
Maybe they'll give you a starring act like they did me and my sister.
Or maybe they'll give me a way back to my family.
Well, if you get what was stolen, then I believe you can go there on your own accord if you wish. Or go wherever you feel like is your home and feel complete once more.
That's the dream.
I heard that pretty elf there had her taste stolen, and that doesn't seem proportionate.
Well, you know, you can't invalidate other people's traumas. You don't know how much that may have affected her in her life. So you know what? Best not to think about it.
You know, and at least that handsome one there like had his horse body stolen.
Yeah.
You know, yeah, that's kind of upsetting. What about that satyr? What did he have taken?
Nothing.
I see you're very close.
no,
Oh no, that was meant to be funny. I was just saying.
I'm just to myself.
It's like it says Pimner. It's like you and Aster seem very close. Even without a home, you've still managed to find friends.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's even though I have lost so much and I can't feel certain things, I almost lost him earlier today. You were there.
Yeah. I, spent minutes trying to revive him.
Him.
Minutes.
Yeah. Just, whatever it took.
Whatever. And it's weird being, having the idea of losing something that deep again was just a lot, so kind of broke me down, making this conversation a little bit easier.
I think you found a true friend if he was willing to come with you all to this dangerous journey. I have a feeling, though, that though he may not be looking for something, he just might find something he didn't know he was missing here.
Are you talking about Kal'zi? Because there's definitely something going on.
Yeah, I know. I've
I
only
mean, I
known
stay
you.
quiet and everything.
I've
but...
only known you guys for a little bit, but there's something going on there, right?
Yeah, and I mean, I try not to look, but they're just doing it all. Anyways.
Yeah, it's kind of it comes to a certain point. It's just get it over with,
Yeah. All right.
Yeah. Well, Pimner. Can I call you Pim?
Yeah.
Pim.
Gleam.
I'm glad to have met you. And I will do everything I can to help you.
I'm glad to have met you because that means I'm so much closer to getting back what I lost.
To Motherhorn, then.
Yes.
Meanwhile, we cut back to the Star Trek episode where peace talks are happening between the two alien species that can't get along. And they're it's pretty civil, but they're throwing back demands back and forth. It's you gotta stop your racket. Well, it's well, you have to stop giving away your hair. It's well, we never gave away our hair, and blah, 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 blah. But they eventually kind of work out an agreement. And it turns out that, they just weren't getting along because of predetermined prejudices a little bit. And the Queen and Molliver shake hands. And they go, well, to peace, to peace. And they all cheer, hooray.
Hurrah.
Yay.
Molliver turns to the group. It says, I heard you lot were heading to Motherhorn to deal with that hag.
Sure are.
The Motherhorn, although it is a theater of terror, is a fortress full of dangers. If you wish to fight against that, she gestures to the Briggannocks, the Corrids. I do believe you have allies.
That's wonderful to hear. I love the idea of increasing our chances of killing this dang hag. Don't like hags anymore. Used to be indifferent. This situation came up. Wow, do not like hags.
And even better, a less chance of them killing us.
She says, if you give a sort of signal, we'll be hanging around the outskirts of the Motherhorn, and we will come to your aid if you need it.
We've had problems with signals in the past.
And it's a flashback of not doing anything and then almost dying in a closet or whatever.
PTSD, post-traumatic signal disorder.
Yeah.
It doesn't actually say what the signal might be, but
You get to make it up.
I get to make it up as DM.
Don't forget, there's something I need to get back. So if we kill her, I might never know where it is.
Well, it's up to you if you wish to kill her or not. But always be wary with deals with hags. I'm sure you know that by now.
Yeah.
There's a secret entrance to the Motherhorn deeper within the mine if you wish to pursue it. But you can also just walk through the front door. Either way, for an audience, Endolin will probably want something in return.
Of course. I think we're used to this by now, though.
Alright. You have made peace between the Corrids and the Briggannocks.
Tim's gonna ask if the Cord's hair grows back.
She goes,
Wait.
very slowly. That's why we keep it so long. It's chilly in the mountains.
Would I be able to grab some hair to bring to Emblem so she'll let us in?
She kind of, says, well, unfortunately, Endolin used, enchanted scissors to steal our hair. Otherwise, normal scissors won't work.
Okay. It's worth a shot.
Yeah. It's a mother load? Wait, mother horde?
Yeah. So the mother load?
We're gonna hit that
There's
mother load.
There's a sign where two passages of the cave go. One way says mother horde, the other says mother load.
Yes, let's go fight Mother Brain.
Yeah.
So, like, I just happen to, like, read this fact that the Matterhorn is one of the tallest mountains on some mountain range that I can't think of the name
Yes.
of. So,
Hmm.
that's where they got the name from. Yeah, so, do you wish
I think it's the tallest peak of the Alps.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, do you wish to go through the secret passage, or start
The squirt no way?
heading up the mountain?
Oh yeah, what's that squirt?
Squirt says, well, yeah, it's further up the mountain if you want to go there. That's the only way I know.
What do you reckon is the best way, though? Like, should we go in through the secret passage, or like just waltz right in?
Well, you have a better chance of sneaking Gleam in if you go through the secret passage. Otherwise, I don't think they would let her into the Motherhorn because of their superstition about eclipses.
Right, yeah, that's...
If you remember, Endolin saw a prophecy of her death during a eclipse. And it could be either physical or symbolic. Forgot to mention that before. That's why she's keeping the other twin there, because one is the sun, one is the moon.
Well, all we gotta do is symbolically have a an eclipse. Maybe that can scare her into giving her what we want, or killing her.
To sneak in?
Mm-hmm.
Well,
this
we should
time
probably
we'll
take a rest first.
Oh, you've been sleeping this whole time, Kal'zi.
Yeah, but not a long rest. In fact, I didn't even get a short rest. Feel like I could have had a cat nap, but
You definitely had
I don't know
enough for a
that
short
spell.
rest because due to the meeting taking place. If you want to take a short rest,
You're
I
sleeping
don't-
the whole time.
I don't think I get anything back, but I'll take it just in case.
it's been too soon since the last long rest for you guys. So to take one.
Figured. I don't know how long we've been traveling, but I guess it is pretty close on the map. It's probably
Yeah.
like a mile or two away. This map seems very smaller than the other one, and I don't know if it's exaggerated or not.
You're also seeing all of it at once, so.
Exactly.
Oh, we just found the throne. It's right here in the top.
See the kite's over here. I
So
didn't
you
see
went,
that
you
last
went all the
time.
way up here, found the thing, and then went all the way down. Yeah, there's the kite.
Like they put all the random encounter things on
Yeah.
just on the map, give it personality.
The Mirador, the Dandelion does say, we still need to head to the Fade Beacons to, make sure the portal back to Gleaming Glimmer's world is secure. Maybe a good idea to do that before we deal with the hag, or on our way there, if you wish to go there straight on.
I mean, that sounds like a good idea.
Or we can do it after she's been dealt with.
Or we just do the opposite thing, yes. Well, what do we get if we take this shortcut, secret pathway, whatever? Where do we end up first? The Motherhorn? Take us directly there?
It leads us, it leads you directly there.
Okay. Well, I don't know. What's everybody else think?
I think we could just do the portal thing first, just to make sure it's all working. And then
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm okay with that too.
Best to be careful.
Right? Gotta make sure you do all the encounters.
or else what's the point?
Do we walk by a giant iceberg with a Tarrasque inside of it?
Yes. Spoilers for Spelljammer.
I mean, I made that up, so
Oh, you
it was
did?
my personal thing. Yeah, that was one of my ideas from a past campaign that I've
Well,
run, but I did it for both games.
Yeah, here I thought it was a cool campaign, but it turns out Mark is just making it all up.
DMs aren't supposed to make things up.
Yeah.
They're supposed to read things exactly.
See,
Liar!
it's great. It's great because it's two things. You can find like a floating obelisk in space, in wild space, but I was like, no, let me make this the giant iceberg with a Tarrasque in it that I thought up one time, just to see what characters do.
Alright, let's take a little break as I read up on this section.
Okie doke.
I'm gonna make some toast.
So how about that Pimner reveal?
That's good.
Ta-da!
It's so emotional.
I remember
Knocking out of the park these
saying
today.
it's like I think we may went too dark with this one. You sure you want to do it? It's like, yes, let's do it.
Yeah.
Okay.
No,
Oh,
because it
Joe,
made
yeah.
Sam's even funnier.
It's one of those things that, yeah, it's dark, but it's one of those like I've never really thought about. What would it be like if you never could feel that way?
Hollow.
It's it was very
Yeah.
very emotional.
Part of me was like, you made my escapism not fun anymore. You made it like real life.
God, y'all would hate my other D&D game. Holy moly, we are depresso espresso hours.
Yeah, like when
No
me and
fun.
Jess first started talking about a character for this, like the first version of Aster was like really dark, and I was like, I don't think this is the right type of game for that type of character.
It's just what I'm used to. I'm
Yeah.
used to like
Yeah.
really intense.
More a mime than a harlequin.
deep
Yep.
shit.
Because I was having trouble in the beginning to play her because the idea is she's very distant and didn't really feel any camaraderie at all, and so that's why she wasn't really talking.
Which
It
is
was
great for a D&D
Oh
game.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then I'm like, well, this sucks, and so I was trying to figure out ways to just
Yeah.
like put her in there. But then she's like, she is a kleptomaniac, and so just trying to
Yeah.
figure out ways for her to steal, and then for some reason, everywhere I live, I'm not allowed to steal anything.
Yeah, like I said, like Okay, so like, great idea for a character. If you steal the Witchlight Carnival, then you're gonna be exiled. You're like, oh.
Oh, nuts. Because the other idea is because she's dressed up like a clown, and her stealth is so high, is she literally just appears places, is also something I'm looking forward to, like, doing with her, where it's just like you look over and she's just there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like
It's
pretty
not
cool.
horrifying at all.
Alright. So after making peace with the Briggannocks and the Corrids, he decided to head over to the Fey Beacons, where there's a portal to the material plane. They had told the story of a prince that had been trying to light all the beacons there in order to open the portal, but is never able to get them all lit because creatures keep putting them out. And as far as they know, that's the only way back to the to their world, through this portal. So you decide to take care of that before you head to the Motherhorn.
Yep.
Right. 8 columns of rocks reach skyward, forming a ring around a deep crater lake. Rough-hewn steps spiral up each of the columns, and a rowboat is moored at the lake shore next to one of them. A torch-bearing figure trudges up the stairs on the column nearest the rowboat. 8 winged beasts with antlers shout and howl with laughter as they circle and wheel around it. So you see this figure climb one of the portals, and you see these flying creatures. See if I get a handout for them.
Take out my spyglass and look.
Yeah, so you get a good look.
Yeah.
Looks
All
like
the tokens
this.
are what you see when you're looking through the spyglass, and I've
Yeah.
got the little circle and.
And this is kind of a generic token, but you do see a elven figure trying to light these beacons. Let's see here. So he reaches the top, and his torch lights the beacons. And then he proceeds down to the rowboat. And as he's in the rowboat, like rowing to the next pillar, one of these creatures, go, like the creatures go to this flame and just put it out with their wings. And you just watch as you approach, as he does it with the same with the next pillar. And as soon as it's lit, the creatures just put it out with their wings.
Oh, I don't think he's. Do you think he realizes this is futile?
You just watch and watch until he gets to the beacon closest to you, and at this point he notices he has visitors.
Ahoy!
Yeah, and he comes up to the edge of the lake. Greetings, travelers.
Hail and well met.
He looks very tired.
How long have you been doing this, friend? Trying to light all those?
Too long. Too long. As soon as
I
one
think-
is lit, the Pratons, the Pratons snuff the flame.
Well, have you tried to do anything about those Pratons?
I'm a one
You're
man.
just gonna keep doing it. I mean,
I'm
you can't just keep climbing up and trying to and hope they leave. Obviously, not been working.
It's all I can do. It's the only way home. Where are my
I'm just
manners?
Yeah.
My name. I am Prince Aligarthus. I'm
Prince?
from a world named Toril.
Wow, fancy that.
Yeah, that's where some of
That's where most people
reside.
are from. Something nothing
Yeah.
special.
Yeah.
Hold on, I'm seeing I am Prince of the Misty Forest in a world of Toril. Prince Algarthus.
Oh.
And he turns to Karen. And you. My word.
Oh.
He goes to one knee. I've never seen someone as beautiful as you. And
I know, it's just something that happens.
and
Something I
royalty,
have to live with.
royalty no less.
Yes, I am.
Tell me, Your Majesty, have you ever visited the Misty Forest?
No, I've not.
An elf of your stature. You can tell this is a wood elf, like a slightly darker skin, as opposed to your very, very pale high elf skin.
Ooh, colorism. Well, I do sometimes try to work on my tan. Go on vacations and things like that.
Oh, and he didn't say that.
Oh, sorry.
I was saying it. I was saying like he is a wood elf, so his skin's like a little darker, as most of them are.
I was trying to, with the class thing, how in some places they try and put on a fake tan to show they don't
Yeah.
work and go on vacations.
Oh, sorry, I
Yeah.
thought you were a wood elf with that fake tan of yours. Never mind.
Yeah, that's spray tan.
Yeah, that's right.
So you can't even notice that spray tan. Why, thank you.
Sorry, I'm inappropriate of me. I just haven't seen one of my kind in so long.
Especially one of royalty, no less, either.
Yes.
So that's probably extra good.
I've never met the queen of a carnival before. How exciting!
It's riveting.
I haven't slept in days.
You can't tell. You're making complete sense. And focusing on the right, you're like borderline hallucinating. Wow. Well, yes, but Monarch Queen, of course, as you can tell. Everyone can tell, and it's so great. So what are you doing?
I'm trying to light these beacons.
Do you think we can help you?
Endolin said that this was the only way back to Toril.
Can we trust her?
After I was her amusement for one terrible year.
Ugh, that does sound terrible.
I came to her after I had difficulties, as I am ashamed to admit, difficulties in slaying a green dragon that threatened my home. And Endolin showed me a vision of me dying to that dragon. I said, this cannot possibly be how I end. And she said she would give me a vision, a prophecy of me defeating the dragon, and the knowledge of how to do so. If I stayed with her for 1 year, I thought it a small price to pay, but turned out to be more of a jester than a performer during that time. I think she just grew tired of me, threw me out.
Well, she is a hag, so
And while I do possess the knowledge to defeat this dragon, I cannot get home because whenever I light one of these beacons, those infernal creatures snuff the flame.
How many flames do we have to go?
See, there is 8 columns.
How many of us are there, including Gleam and Pollyanna,
And probably minus me because I'm a centaur and cannot climb vertical surfaces. I'm not a scent goat.
Okay, yep.
Yeah, I guess it's the five of us. It reminds me four. Algatharis,
The bee.
the beep. I mean, maybe.
Maybe.
Flowered Gleam. That is, I guess, 7 if you exclude me.
Well, even if we all lit them at the same time, these creatures would just put them out.
How do we
Did
kill
we-
them?
Yeah. Karen,
We
can't
don't
you
have to kill
fly?
everything, you know.
It's just really efficient sometimes.
I do wish not to harm them because they were a lot like me. They were once performers while I was a visitor at the castle. They were actually a troupe that Endolin grew tired of and turned into these creatures when she grew bored. And now they seem to exist to harass me. They were known as the Greyhawk Murmurs. From
That's
another
horrible in multiple ways.
What's that?
That's horrible in multiple ways.
So I do not wish to kill them because they are very much sentient.
I mean, everything you kill is sentient. Technically.
You know, I could tell that the hag was growing tired of them when they seemed to be getting more popular than her. Because everyone there loved their routine.
Can
She
we?
strikes me as the very jealous type.
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, all the her sisters have too, in their own ways.
But aren't they like? Well, yeah. Yeah.
Do they speak Common or Sylvan or Elvish or anything?
What do
Giant?
they
I'll just start shouting up at them like, "Hello, can we talk to you?" in various different languages I know.
Well, I know they understand language, but they cannot speak. Well, one, they were human. They did tell me they were from world other than my own. They came from the city of Greyhawk in a world of Orith. You get to know these people when you're all in prison together. If you wish to try to get on their good side, perhaps I can finally light these beacons.
Do you know any way we could get on their good side? Do they want a rousing sort of performance competition? Can we, how do the kids say it? Can we serve them?
Well, they were.
Don't ever say that again.
Well, they were performers. I see no reason why you might be able to get on the good side if you put on a good show.
Having flashbacks to the carnival.
Yeah, what are you so worried about? You did just fine.
Yeah, I guess.
Halsey,
I didn't
that's
say
how
they
we
were bad
won.
flashbacks. It was just flashing back to it. I was just remembering it. Oh, what should we do? Should we just Pimner just stand on my back and start juggling or something? Will that work?
It could be part of the routine, and we can figure out a way to work it in.
I just came from a dance off. I can
Well, should I get their attention? Bring them over here.
Halsey, you can play music, right?
I do have a pan flute that I know how to use. I'm a
I have a
flutist.
lute.
You're a lutist?
I think. Never mind. Continue.
Do I have anything else interesting?
Me and Aster can do a feat, perhaps?
Could work.
Liam, you can also do something, right?
Excuse me.
Gleam just burps.
Hiccup.
The bees are
Yep.
no longer to be found after we just look at her and she just burps.
She's just been they've been pollinating. I don't know.
Yeah.
I could do my flips, my routines.
I did learn that song from that one sad lad.
It did make everyone sad though.
No, he taught me a love ballad as well.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
And Gray, you can change now. You can make a fantastic spectacle.
Yes. I'm not sure what you're getting at though.
I think we can put on a ragtag show.
Our own little display.
I mean,
Our own little carnival show.
that's got a bit of a freak show kind of feel to it, the way you put it.
So
I'm just saying.
It's alright. No, you're just gonna play some music, and then me and Aster
Okay.
would do some acrobatics and flips with the gleam, and then Karen can also do that, and then Gray can be like almost like an illusionist.
I suppose.
Alright.
Maybe dance a bit.
Yes. More dancing the better.
Take out my pan flute and make sure it's working. Start doing like hot cross buns. Hot cross buns. Gotta clean out the spit valve.
I'm gonna
Oh.
drain that.
Also, Aster, you got a special flute from that elf
I
too,
did.
right? Yeah.
but the pipes of haunting, but
May not
You
be
know.
useful here.
I don't wanna make them scared of me, so
Yeah. It's just so easy now with that new thing you got. You're just turning into like you got this evil haunted pipe. You have the horrors of the cosmos. Like you just
Aster's in his villain era.
Yeah. Oh, my villain era.
I'm so mean and edgy now. I just want to be mean. all
Maybe
the
I'm
time.
gonna be the next hag.
Yeah.
Show them how to hag.
Yeah.
Call that a hag.
Prismere will be all mine.
I'll kill more of you with an arrow. That's what I do.
See, that's really what Aster really lost, was he was actually like in charge of everything, and then the hags took over and he was like,
This whole thing's been a ruse to get it all back.
yep.
Yeah.
AKA Aster, aka Zablina.
I haven't seen you two in the same room before.
Yeah,
Well, you know.
We haven't even seen Zablina yet, except for Gray has.
yeah.
I mean, my point remains valid.
It was me the whole time.
Let's
Alright.
have a performance off.
Yeah, like, Algathras says, shall I send them over? They're not dangerous.
They're just
Yeah, what's
jerks.
the worst? What's the
They're
worst
just
thing that could
jerks.
happen? What's the worst thing that could happen?
Yeah. They do have those pointed beaks. I don't want to be
Yeah.
on the wrong end of them.
Looks like they probably use their horns to show dominance, and pretty sharp.
So are mine.
Do you use them to show dominance?
I could. Do you want me to?
I mean, theirs look pointy and yours look rounded. Rounded is kind of like soft.
It's pointed at the tip. Have you never seen the tip?
They're
mean-
like ram horns. They can also gore.
Have you seen him do this?
I'm not gonna answer that.
Thinking back, it's like, oh, I saw somebody with their eye gouged out at the carnival. Must have been him.
Right.
Would you like me to assert my dominance, Kal'zi? Is that what you're
I-
asking?
Oh, you kind of hard for you to do that when you're, 3 feet smaller than me. Yeah, see, that's what I thought. That was a test.
The princess kind of watches you too. It's like, what's happening here? What's going on?
They're just doing their thing.
It's this thing. It's flying. They're up there. So he takes
What
his
are
torch.
you, gay?
One's too subtle, the other's too blatantly just absent-minded.
The horseshoe theory is gonna work out.
So the prince takes his torch and off, waving down. It's like, hey, you feathered brutes, get down here.
You probably could have done it with a bit more tact, I think.
Sorry. I'm just in a mood. I mean, they've been ruining my plans for how long? It says, over here. You murmurs, get down here. And the 8 soaring creatures, one by one, kind of come down to the edge of this lake. And just kind of start to eye you up and down.
Welcome, one and all, to the most average, inadequate show you will ever see in your life. Put together right on the spot in approximately 45 seconds. I present to you. We don't have a name. Shit, we don't have a good
One of the
name.
murmurs just kind of makes a sound like a huff, like amateurs, it's like they start to look away, uninterested.
We are nameless because we transcend the need of having a name. As I take out my pan flute and start to play attempt to play essentially something as epic as the Devil Went Down to Georgia, but on a pan flute.
Your face is going to turn blue. Pimner's gonna buddy up with Gleam, and if Aster decides to also play music, that's fine. But also, if Aster wants to be with the acrobatic stuff, that's because I think him and Gleam and Pim all have acrobatic skills.
Yep.
We have some performance music going on.
The last one we heard this was this in the mushroom, the forest with the mushroom?
I think I used it for the Haragons.
Yeah, that's who it was. Wow, yeah.
Alright, so who's putting on this performance?
We're all doing our own little thing.
Okay.
I've already
But I
started
imagine it's
playing...
like one at a time, not like.
Yeah, I've already started on the pan flute background music.
So whoever's joining along in this performance, give me a performance check, and if you are Pim, Kal'zi, or Gray, you get advantage.
What?
Because you got acting lessons from Candlefoot.
Yes, we did.
Yeah.
So you are a little. It's like he taught you some cool mind moves. I think you can add to the performance.
My roll was so good that my Spelljammer dice showed me the Rock of Brawl, with ships flying around it.
Whoa, Pimner.
Aster didn't do too good.
Pimner got a
Same
23.
with Carrie.
You can see
Aster
the
couldn't-
prince kind of watching you smile on his face, Karen. But then as you start it's like you're it's kind of mid.
Had an off day. I've been working.
Oh.
I solved an entire feud today. I'm a bit tired.
Damn.
Imagine she's saying this while performing.
There's Greg.
That's her new
Kal'zi,
cheer.
Aster, Karen. Yeah. So especially the ones that who are kind of taught by Candlefoot. You're just performing performing these pantomimes that are just adding to the performance in a really major way. And the murmurs start to stamp on the ground and in happiness, and they start making little hooting and hollerings in approval as you put on your little performance. And as you all take a bow, they put their little talents together and start clapping. And they all start making animal noises to each other, like... And they fly away from the pillars.
What'd they say?
They said...
Did they like us?
No, I mean in actual words.
I don't think
Because
we
I
ever
can
get to know.
understand them.
Oh!
What?
What?
One of my abilities is speak with animals.
Hmm.
Ability or spell?
Ability, invocation.
Oh.
Can cast it at will.
Yeah. So, they're like animal enough. They're like a mixture of a bunch of animal noises. Probably like
Okay.
however they were created, but you get the sense that it's like, well, not bad for a nameless bunch of nobodies. It's like, I quite like the pantomimes. Not as good as ours, of course, when we had hands, but they put on a good show. Maybe we were a little too hard on this prince. I mean, we were just kind of messing it up because Endelin said we should. But in hindsight, it was kind of a dick move. It's like, maybe it's time we get the troupe back together. We can put on our own plays again. It's like, yeah, our own plays.
Yeah, let's show these newbies how it's done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You've made a dangerous enemy to stand up.
They come back and it's a dance off.
Dance off with the, kind of like hippogriffs, but like, yeah, dance off with the creatures.
A dragon does spins while it's on its head.
Well, they don't fly off quite yet, but now they are attentive. They will listen to what you have to say. And Aldrath's like kind of makes his case, like why he's lighting the beacons and how he wants to get home, defeat this dragon, and save his homeland. And they all just kind of nod. And they fly off. Oh, finally! Rid of those. He kind of grinds his teeth. Those lovely creatures. Well, I owe you all my thanks, I believe. Though I have... It is the custom of this world to give something in return, but all I have is my thanks.
This one's on the house, I guess. To be fair, we kind of needed this setup anyway, so not entirely altruistic.
Or are you gonna make use of the portal as well? Or are you trapped here like I was?
More so that we will need a way home eventually.
We still have a few things we need to do, but a way home will definitely be preferable. Are you sure you can get it open?
Well,
Gotta climb 8 more pillars.
According to the hag, I must once again climb these pillars and light them. And then the lake itself will turn into the portal wherever one wishes to go.
Couldn't we jump in there and say we want to go into the hag's bedroom and like?
It is
Or is it to another plane?
A portal to another plane.
Oh, okay. It's not a specific portal.
Yeah. That would you'll be God DMing. You do that. God RPing. Why not just wish for all the hags to be dead if you want to bad. So, if you wish to watch him light all the beacons, you all can take a long rest because it takes him an hour to go up each one. And
Get a
return
short
back
rest?
down. A
long rest. So we
Yep.
get a full. Oh, so we were sitting there for 2.5 hours.
Yeah, that
I
was
watched
kind
him do the first time.
of a little bit of flavor, but yeah.
I get it, yeah. So
What's he-
hooray, long rest.
Long rest. He goes up one by one, lights the pillars. Each time he's like, they're staying lit, I can't believe it. And after all of them are lit, beneath the light of all the beacons, you see reflected in the mirror-like surface of the lake a forest of ancient trees, shrouded in mist. Algathris bows to you. Says to Karen, Karen, come away with me. You shall be my... We shall wed in the misty forest, and you shall become my queen. And together we shall be a power couple like you could never believe.
Gray is in the background behind Karen and waving like no.
Don't that
do
cross the
it!
hands like
Well, at least you did call me mid, and that is still kind of. I'm feeling that still.
Just
I
call
don't know.
I'm calling your acting skills. Oh, I'm digging a hole, Aunt Marta.
Yep, you are. Okay, how about we think on it, go about our day, think it over. Probably not though, but the sentiment is wonderful. Boost the self-esteem for me.
Oh. You said
Karen,
you...
aren't you married?
Yes,
Well,
I'm married.
Oh, well, I can make that work.
She's a lesbian. Me.
Oh. Well, that just goes against all my values as a...
Well, I don't mind if she doesn't eat meat.
He says, it's like she hears the word, like, you're married. It's like, oh, my hopes and dreams. For so long I wanted to get home. Until I met you, I thought I found another purpose in life. But once again, the fates have taken away what I desire most.
It happens. You're
Yeah.
not the first. I'll let you tell you that right now. Makes you feel better. You are not the first that this has happened to.
Let's see. I'm married too. Aster is Kal'zi. Pim, you're single, aren't you?
Pim
She can
takes
do
the hide
so much-
action.
She could do so much better than him. That's insulting to
Pim?
her. I can't believe
Pim, where are you?
say that.
Oh, well, sorry, chum.
Well, you said
Oh.
many of you are from... You said many of you are from the world of Toril, so if you ever find yourself in the Misty Forest, then I shall consider you honored guest. And with that, he plunges into the water. Ripples fan out across the surface. After a moment, the forest scene fades away, and the beacons go out one by one.
Oh, we're gonna have to light them again.
Gleam goes, but at least we know it works.
Yeah, that's true.
So once we rescue Glister,
Excuse me.
Bless you.
Thank you.
once we rescue Glister, we can light the beacons, and the portal can take us back to the carnival. And I suppose if any of you wish to return to your home, you have a way to do so. It doesn't require like any deals with hags. I suppose.
Yeah, I mean, had enough deals with hags for one day, decade. I don't even know anymore.
Lifetime.
Yeah.
So Amirdor speaks up. So what is our plan? Shall we take the secret tunnel, or shall we go through the front door? I don't
I have
think
a
they'll be.
feeling
I
that-
don't think they'll be very welcoming of Gleam here if we try a direct approach.
Not to mention, they're probably on the lookout for us, based on the one that
No
made
reason.
it here. Yeah.
Gleam goes. Endelyn is obsessed with prophecy. Not only of her own demise, but she is constantly keeping track of not just the future, or the present as well. I have no doubt that she already knows we're here.
As it
But-
is, as it is.
If we go through the secret tunnel, we'll be somewhat hidden. And I'll be able to search for my sister a little more stealthily.
I agree.
But
I
if you need to, then I can stay here. And
no, I
put your
think we should all go in. I'll go in at the secret tunnel.
Secret tunnel works for me.
Secret tunnel.
Thank you again so much. She says, back to the mines then. Alright, so you make your way back further down the mountain. No, not further down, back down the mountain. Away from Otherhorn.
Yeah.
Back to the mine to head toward the tunnel. You want a little longer? You guys want? Since we're not going into the Motherhorn yet.
I think this is a good place to stop.
Yeah.
It's kind of like that's the.
Oh, you
Unless there's something else you want.
Let's just, there are stuff to do in the mine.
Okay. Yeah. Keep going then.
Okay.
Let's go.
Let's go. Okay. So as you get back, you see that the Brigganock and the Cords are getting along, and they're like having a little get together near the beginning of the near the start of the mine. Seem to be getting along pretty well. And you see Molliver before you enter. And she goes, so it's true what you said about the rest of Valor's call being frozen.
We were lying.
No, not that I thought you were lying. It's just unexpected.
It's a lot to take in.
Yeah.
Part of me wishes I was there to help them, but then I would be frozen there as well.
Yeah. That wouldn't help anybody.
Well, I have good news. Now that you've brokered peace between Cords and the Brigganock, I believe they can be they can aid you with your fight against the hag. You just have to pulls out a ascending stone. One half of a ascending stone, hands it to one of you, saying, "If you need us, just send a message through the stone."
Right. Well, we will, and we'll be clear. No things. Kind of looking up from the space, like not like last time.
Yeah, everyone remember as a group.
Yeah.
If you see that old dwarf again, tell them I'm glad he's okay. Maybe once this mist clears, I'll be able to see him and all my other friends again.
That's what we're hoping for.
Right. Alright, you head deeper into the mine. Further and further down. Brigganock tell you that this is where they mine wish stones. They tell you how whenever someone makes a wish on the mortal realm, that their wishes become gems in the underside of Yon. And that's what the Brigganock do. They mine these wish stones. And they say that the passage is beyond a chasm of them. So
Can the gems themselves grant wishes? Or they just gems?
well, they can't grant wishes, Oliver says. They're just the wishes of mortals. come manifest in these gems. But maybe you'll come across your own. So, the route ends at a gaping chasm, on the far side of which is a grotto full of stalactites and stalagmites. A truss bridge constructed of intricate wooden struts and beams span the 100-foot gap across the chasm. Beneath the bridge is darkness dotted with purple lights. Well, declares Molliver, here we are at the jolly old Riven Witch Chasm. Best stay on the bridge and not dilly-dally.
Yeah, that's not gonna hold me, is it?
I have pixie dust if you need it.
Oh yes. I gave mine to Will.
Here you go.
You look, it looks sturdy enough, but you may be worried with your horse body.
Yeah. Oh, I'll hold on to that in case I fall, and I'll give it back to... If I don't fall, I will give it back to Aster. If not, we can hold on to that when we need to light all the torches.
Yeah.
Oh, goody, a
It
grid.
suddenly got really ominous in here, didn't it?
I felt that too. It was like a feeling, right?
I have flashbacks to that one encounter Matt Mercer did.
Nothing could possibly go wrong if there's a map for the bridge.
No,
No,
never.
no. I mean, y'all ever played an RPG? You know what happens when you go over a bridge. Bad things.
Next we have to cross a river.
Oh.
Next to nothing will happen.
Right. So
I quickly look up. Is there anything I can see on the ceiling that might be dangerous?
You look at the ceiling. You don't see anything unusual. But below you do see the orange, the purple gems, and Malver says those are the wish stones.
They're kind of pretty. Who wants to go first?
Oh, fine, I'll go.
Oh, I mean, just don't fall asleep.
Yes, which
Aster like goes to like take a step on a bridge and he like purposely like tumbles like oh.
Don't do that.
I'll be fine.
Right, you slowly begin to make your way across the bridge. And you notice that one of the lights in the Wishstone chasm is starting to get a little brighter. Start to rise up. Closer and closer.
Does anybody else see that? It's
What?
awfully bright.
You're
Awfully-
halfway across the bridge. What?
It's awfully. Oh no, it's probably a bad idea. He just waves his hand. Forget it.
And as it doesn't surprise any of you, as it's like get closer, you see this this light is actually has a skull floating in the middle of it. And these
Oh no.
three
Nuts.
flame skulls start to hover above the bridge. And he goes, "Don't fall. Watch your step. Don't look down.
Don't get extinguished. Don't die.
How are you going to make it across with those hooves? 4 hooves." He starts to taunt Tally.
4 hooves. I've only
Kal'zi.
got 2. Are you blind? Oh, Kal'zi.
Yeah, Kal'zi.
I was gonna walk.
Well, good
Can I
luck
hold on to the
walking.
railing?
Hope you don't have a fear of heights. Ooh.
I don't. I have a fear of bridges.
Be a shame if I burned the ropes, so wouldn't it? Oh.
Why are you so? What is? Aster's gonna like stop in the He's just gonna
Yeah.
stop and stand there, cross his arms. Like, why are you so awful? What's wrong with you?
It's so far down. Look how scary it is. It's like,
Like, do you need to talk? Like, are you
It's like-
having a bad day?
It's like, I don't think they're falling for it. It's like, yeah, I don't think so either. These guys seem pretty brave. Sorry. You know, it just gets boring here, and, you know...
I'm assuming we're the first people you've seen in a long time.
Yeah, and we're ghosts, and, like, I thought we were supposed to be all spooky, and,
I mean, look, you know, great job, but if you're going to try and scare somebody, you don't want to make fun of them. That's just mean. That's just rude, that. What you really want to do is, like, you know, you go in and out, woo, you know,
Ooh.
and, like,
Oh, ah.
make people, like, pretend, like, they think they see something out the corner of their eye.
That sounds really scary. We should have done that, Jerry.
Really? Yeah, Jerry.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Oh, it's like,
no, I'm sorry.
yeah.
That was harsh. That was harsh. Well, okay. Tell you what. Make you a deal.
Yeah.
Let us, all of us, get to the other side, and
Yeah.
then you can be like super spooky, scary behind us all you want.
Can we chatter our jaws like yeah.
Oh yeah, no, beautiful. Absolutely, do that.
Yeah, can we shoot fire into the air and be all scary?
As long as it doesn't actually hit anybody. Like, don't purposely try to hurt us or anything. Yeah.
If he wants to stay close, you know, we put off a good light source, you know, we can make sure you don't
That's
trip.
true.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I like that. All right, cool. No, because, you know, otherwise, like, great job. You're really effective, but, you know, you don't...
One of them goes,
My friends back there are really sensitive. I don't want them to get their feelings hurt, you know? Like, I could take it.
one of them goes, can we cast fireball?
Was that Jerry? Jerry, was that
What?
you?
I just really want to cast fireball.
If you're going to cast fireball, maybe fire it, like, into the bottom of this crevasse, cliff, fate, whatever is down below. Away from all of us when we're not around, so that we don't all explode.
You know, the first thing he did when he became this horrifying floating skull is he fired a magic missile into the darkness.
What? Why would you attack? Why would you fire a magic missile? There's nothing to attack in the darkness.
That's what I told him, but that's what he did. It's like, it's what everyone does. It's the first thing they do, every single person. When they get magic missile, they attack the darkness, and it's just some unexplainable thing where everyone just has the urge to make that one little joke.
It's pretty funny.
I mean, it's always funny when someone does it, and whoever does it is an absolute expert at magic missile.
100%.
Okay, so...
But yeah, okay, right. So let us all get across just fine, and then you can kind of gather up behind us and continue to be all spooky, scary. Not mean. I don't want none of you making fun of my friends.
Okay, yeah. Sorry.
But you can be all like, ooh, you know, until we get to where we need to go. Mutually beneficial transaction, and then once we get out of here, you're free to go back to your bridge and be very scary with the tricks I've taught you.
Okay. Okay, we'll go back down, and then we'll come up and act surprised.
I'll give a sign like, oh, I'm so glad there weren't any spooky, scary skeleton faces that were on fire. Yeah? And then that could be your cue to come out and be like, whoa, you know?
Yeah.
Alright, perfect. Alright.
Can I use Mage Hand to Jerry goes, can I use Mage Hand to rock the bridge?
No!
Oh.
Absolutely. I will use Mage Hand to extinguish your face.
I have other spells.
So do I.
If you try to do that, then I'll do Shield.
Let us cross safely. Please, Jerry, I'm begging you. Let us cross safely. We've got very important business to attend to.
It's like, okay, we'll go back down and we'll hide. And they all go back down there.
Alright. Alright. Oh, we can go. Let's go.
You can all see this, by the way.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
I'd still like to go last just in case the weight of the thing. You guys could at least get across.
Pimner starts going.
Oliver goes.
See you on the other side, Kal'zi.
Yeah, Oliver goes. Okay, then this is where we part ways, and okay, you're already across the bridge. Bye-bye.
Wow.
Thank you, Oliver.
She watches as from behind you, the flame skulls are like, ooh, hey, my spooky skeleton. Ooh.
I
You
stopped
okay there,
for a
Gray?
moment. I stop for a moment and I turn to the closest skeleton, and they go, "Ah!" and my
see?
eyes glow a bright purple
Ooh.
at them as I cast Thaumaturgy to do that.
They all start screaming and they all fly away. My God, the guy's haunted.
You're like LeChuck at the end of Monkey Island 2.
We were a
Ask me
party
about Loom.
we were a party that just like you, but we fell down the hole. Oh, you're gone already.
As soon as Aster sees that everyone's across, he's like, "Oh man, I'm so glad there weren't any spooky, scary skeletons that were on fire. Oh, it was awful. That would have been so terrible."
Yeah,
Listen, just one fireball. They're all clumped up in a space. I can hit them all in one attack. It's like, no, we said we wouldn't. It's like,
I cast a spell magic on all 3 of them. I know.
Damn. Are they? And Aster's like, "Are they coming? Are they gonna?" Look, I promised them that they could.
Let's just
Did
leave
you guys?
anyway.
Did you hear me
Just
say
go.
any of
Yeah.
that actually at all?
Oh, all of it, every single
Oh,
thing.
okay.
The whole thing.
Yeah.
Okay, I
Okay.
was like, I know you guys wouldn't actually be scared or like upset, but I I really had to play into it.
No, we got you. We got you.
Yeah,
You're standing in the way.
Oh, sorry.
They're all
I
using
can only
their-
go so far.
they're all using their mage hand to wave goodbye. It's like, well, bye.
Oh, water. Oh. So scary.
Well, that was fun. I like that. It's like, yeah, no one's crossed that bridge in a long time. It's like, yeah, that was a good way to spend 5 minutes, and now we're gonna rest for another 100 years. Okay.
What a nice bunch of skeleton faces. What do you think?
That
they're
could have
so
went a
nice.
lot worse. Yeah.
It really could have. And, in a way, there's something in the back of my brain that say, man, you really just derailed something that could have been awful, but I don't feel bad about it. I mean, I do, but I don't,
I mean, yeah, he would have just done fireball, and even if he didn't hit us, he probably would have hit like
breach.
dislodged rocks and cave in and something like that.
Well,
You
like
think that's how Jerry died? That he actually just cast fireball on himself by accident?
it wouldn't surprise me. Seems like the type of thing that
yeah.
Jerry would do.
Yeah.
Anyway,
We continue.
sorry, Joey, if I completely
Oh,
messed
no.
that up for
No,
you.
that was great.
I mean, oh no, yeah. There was going to be an encounter there. I was like, I just want to RP this.
Do they actually have fireball, or does?
They have fireball.
Yeah.
Dodge
Flame skulls
the
have
bullet.
fireball. Flame skulls also come back to life after like a day.
Yep.
Yeah.
Flame skills are cool though. Whenever I do one, I always I didn't do it here obviously, but I always do Skeletor voice. Yeah, take this.
Chad just descends into
It's
Skeletor.
like everybody has a toad voice and everybody has a Skeletor voice.
It's a response, like
Yeah.
Take this, you fools! Fireball!
You
Yeah.
mumbling ninnies!
You bumbling ninnies! Magic missile!
I can't believe he dressed up as a chef to make soup.
Sawyer?
Right, so a little further in, you get to a grotto. In the center of the grotto is a piebald pony wearing blinders. A small wooden hut is strapped to its back, and the faint chatter can be heard inside the hut. I guess Mulliver's still here, according to the book, so she told with you. She
it was that awkward, like, oh, this is where we part ways,
I was like,
but then we're going the
I'm
same
with you.
direction. Yeah.
Saying, she says, well, that pony is named Keg. And the Brigganock that lives inside is Obud. He's the oldest of all of them. Yes, he appraises the gemstones brought to him by the other Brigganock. So,
Now I wish I played a character that had the often overlooked item, the weighing scales.
Mm.
Was it merchant scale? I'd
Mm.
actually be able to use it. Oh my god!
so
Oh, he's so tiny.
little door opens up on the hut, and you see this little Brigganock The grayest and oldest one you've seen. The door swings open and a tiny wrinkled creature hobbles into view, accompanied by a wispy bulb of light. The old Brigganock peers at you through tiny spectacles and says in common, "Ah, big folk, how wonderful. Name's Obud. Don't get visitors around here that often."
Hi. Nice horse.
This here's a pony, son. I thought you would know a pony from a horse, given...
I don't have my glasses on.
Quick, use your spyglass.
I got my spyglass. Oh, yes, it's definitely a pony. Okay, yes. Yes, I can see that now. Thank you, Pimner. Best spending of 1,000 gold pieces. No regrets.
You just use a spyglass in a cave.
Hi, what you up to?
Oh, I was just in the middle of taking some of these wish stones. Well, turning some of these gems and turning them into wish stones. So I think a couple of these are going to be quite valuable. See, the stronger the wish, the more valuable they are.
Oh, what makes it strong? Is it like a big wish or an important wish? Like if I wish for like all of the money in the world, like the physical money, is that a strong wish?
Yeah, well, that's a big wish. But what's the odds of you actually obtaining all that gold?
If I had a wish spell, I probably could.
What would you wish for, Kal'zi?
I wish I got my, I already got my wish. I got my body back. I wish I could get my clan back together.
Aww.
That's what we do after this.
Well, that would be a mighty fine wish. Too bad you didn't make that in the material plane. Because
I'm sure
you wish for something here and it does not turn into a dreamstone.
Oh.
Not dreamstone, wish stone.
Wish stone.
What's the story, Wish Stone?
I hear if two people break a wish stone, one of them has good luck.
You know, some of the miners around here were, some of the stones were acting a little agitated. That doesn't happen often because it only happens when the owner of the wish is close by.
There are children around here?
Some of you wouldn't have made wishes recently, would you?
Probably.
Maybe. That depends. Can we see that?
Yes.
Well, let me go find these wishes for you. Maybe we'll find your wishes for you. And he goes, "Come on, Kay, let's go to the mines. Not far, just a little walk. Follow me."
Okay.
Alright, yeah.
Need to make him sound older. Like, go ahead, follow me. Come on, follow me. Give me.
I'm 187
I'm
years old.
170 years old. Come on. I once knew. My son is a lot like you. He's like, blah blah blah. Very talented. He's in band.
Yeah.
He's
sure,
not very
yeah.
good. I ever tell you the story about?
No, we just met.
Yeah.
You had an onion around your belt. That was the style of the
An
time.
onion around your belt, of course. Of course, you put an onion around me, and I'm like the entire onion. Because I'm so small.
Lived inside the onion.
I lived inside the onion for a time. They called that onion living back when I was a boy.
And we liked it.
It was all the rage. You find an onion living? He goes, it's the only way to live. You got a lifetime supply of onion. That's what I was
Help keep you warm in the winter.
Warm in the winter and cool in the summer. That's why onions are nature's... I forgot. Oh no. Hello. How are you? Who are you?
Do you also have layers?
Oh, don't get me started on layers. I'm just reading ahead. So,
Reading ahead of what? The script?
Yeah.
Is that the script?
that's the script we're reading. So. It's a short distance to some of the mind, and you see a couple of Briggannocks in a werebill full of these wish stones. And some glow brightly, some glow dimly. But some of them start to vibrate as you get close. And Kal'zi, Gray, and Karen, you feel drawn to these stones. Oh, looks like some of you did make some wishes recently. These ones are brand new. Just like my onion was back in the day. I had the nicest onion in the group.
Yeah. Are these safe to touch?
Oh, perfectly safe. As long as you didn't make a bad wish. You made a bad wish, then I don't recommend touching it. You made bad wishes, did you?
What constitutes a bad wish?
Is it a low quality wish or a wish for something that bad
Oh
would
no,
happen?
if you wish harm on someone,
Oh.
it's a bad wish.
And you said that no wishes made on this plane will materialize in the gems.
Oh, unfortunately.
So if I were to hypothetically make a bad wish right now, it would not materialize.
It's bad luck to make a bad wish.
I'm just asking for the things here because you talk a lot about onions. Just gonna put that out there.
Well, it's called improv, son. Someone mentioned onions, and now it's just my thing.
I'd take the little gemstones. Probably as big as him. I assume he's not like working on little tiny miniature stones.
Yes, let's see how big these are.
What'd you wish for?
I mean, probably my legs.
Oh yeah, no, that would make a lot of sense actually.
So, Kal'zi, you pick up yours. And goes, this is a little bit unusual, but looks like this is a wish already fulfilled. And I say, that's good for you.
Give it back to him.
I would say that there's not many people that wish for what you wish for, because not many have their bottom half stolen from them. So I think this is a good wish. And that, my friend, is worth 500 gold pieces.
I take back the gem.
Oh, it's yours to keep. It's your wish.
Thank you.
Wait, I'm sorry.
Okay.
Did you also say that you're giving him 500 gold?
Oh no, it's just worth that much.
Oh.
Maybe back when you get back home, they would find this a very quality gem. Just like my quality onions. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
That bit's getting a little old. I'll let that one pass. He says, how about you, the one with the blue hair?
What about me?
It seems like you made a wish not too recently. That stone's calling your name.
Yeah, it was probably to get my powers back.
It says here to get rid of a curse. Curses are rare, but not uncommon. I imagine anyone with a curse would want it freed.
Well, that's part of it, yes.
So, it is good that, again, this is a wish fulfilled. So to you, it's practically priceless. But in actuality, it's worth about 50 gold pieces.
Yeah, sure, it's all yours.
Oh no, it's your wish.
But if it's already been fulfilled,
Actually,
50 gold.
I wouldn't mind if it
let's say
also-
100 gold because it is a little unusual, the type of purse.
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't mind if it also releases Zablina, but
Well, unfortunately, you didn't wish for that. It would be nice, though, if Zablina was free. Be a lot less problems here in Prismere. Let's see
that's what I
here.
noticed.
Seems like there's one more. Oh, Your Majesty. And he points to Karen. Looks like
Yes?
you made a wish.
Certainly did.
But an entire array of them start glowing.
Yeah, I make lots of wishes.
And never follow through.
Not one of them.
I wish
is
that I wish that bitch barber down the street would just shut up. Her
Pretty
clothes are so tacky.
She, this wish doesn't seem to be fulfilled yet. But maybe that's because, however strong you may get, you just may never be satisfied. And you think you can be even stronger. But
Oh,
it
that
is.
sounds like me.
But you are well on your way. I can see that you are already very powerful. And maybe you
Ooh.
set too lofty goals for yourself, because what you wish for, not even the mightiest of heroes could obtain. But I believe in your own way that you are making progress to becoming the strongest you can be. It is, though, a common wish, worth 50 gold pieces.
Common. Ugh.
Not becoming strong. It's not uncommon among mortals.
I mean, either of you could have wished to get horse legs. But you
I
didn't.
suppose when you bring that up, Kal'zi, yes, I could have wished for that.
So, Kal'zi, you can have a dreamstone worth 500 gold pieces.
Wish gem
Um,
or dreamstone.
I probably said all sorts of things. It is a wish stone.
Okay, wish stone.
Because not many centaurs have lost their legs. Gray, your wish stone is worth 100 gold pieces. And Karen, yours unfortunately is only worth 50.
Oh,
Well,
poor Karen.
Prove you wrong. Now I become the strongest ever. I'll just keep pushing myself harder and harder.
Best
And
there
other
ever
people
was.
around you.
So, I will say, I read a little bit ahead again. It's like, yeah, it's about the bad wishes. It's like, he says, we don't make wish stones out of the bad wishes. We throw them in the chasm. Tell you, it's with the bridge. That way,
Yeah,
no one
no,
can get a
we,
hold of them.
Yeah,
I
I
pity
mean,
the
unless-
soul of anyone who falls down there, though.
You ever think about looking down there to try and rescue one of them if somebody fell down and maybe needed help getting out?
Never crossed my mind. I'm sure everything's
Okay.
fine.
And turn into flaming skulls.
Oh, that sounds preposterous. That'll never happen. Now, what brings you down to the mine? To old Obud's grotto?
Passing through, literally.
I can sense that's partially true. You're here for that secret passage, aren't you?
I mean, yes.
Well, rumor has it that one of my wishes came true, and that the war between the Khorids and my people is at an end. I heard you were a vital part of that.
Well, just come out and say it. Yes,
No need to be humble.
I wasn't.
Well, I think, as a thank you, I shall reward you with the way through.
Oh, that's very kind of you.
Yeah, good luck finding that secret portal without me.
I look past him. Do I see it?
You not see it.
Okay.
It's not far from here. Follow me. I'll
Okay.
tell you more stories.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Pimner, hop on my back. You'll be
Okay.
eye level with him.
You ride for a couple minutes down to a dead end in the mine. And let's see here. He waves his hand, and a illusionary wall disappears in front of him. He says,
Oh, that's impressive.
Old Creeping Lynn is unaware of this tunnel, so let's keep it that way, hmm?
Secret's safe with us.
This will
I don't
lead
intend to tell her.
This will lead you directly to the Motherhorn, down in one of the lower levels.
Wait, Gray, did you say if we tell her we have to kill her?
No, I did not. That does sound like a plan.
And now that you know where it is, you can simply walk through it if you ever wish to return. Old Creeping Lynn shouldn't know of your arrival if it's not through the front door.
That's good. You're mighty kind of you. Thank you.
I do
Make
hope
good of this.
you all can put on a good play, because there's nothing more than Old Creeping Lynn doesn't like anything more than a very dramatic performance in her plays.
Yes.
Drama, eh?
Oh, yeah.
We may be able to put on a tragedy of
The
some sorts.
more tragic, the better.
Oh, good. Yes.
I
Ones where
imagine
the main characters die.
I imagine to get her attention, then you're gonna have to put on a rehearsal for her.
Well, luckily I had acting lessons. Acting lessons.
It doesn't show. Acting.
In.
Acting. Up and at them.
Well, I need to get back to looking over these other stones. A lot of wishes to go through.
Well, best of luck to you.
Y'all take
May
good
come
care
back.
of yourself.
Y'all come back now, you
Y'all
hear?
come back. Don't come back. I need my sleep.
Okay. All right. Let's go, everybody. Come on, let's go. And then trot off.
As Gleam passes by, Obuds goes, "Are you sure you want to go into Motherhorn, little one? Recognize that you are the moon, and that is one half of something that Enderlin does not like." She goes, "I was going to maybe stay behind, but Pimner here showed me what bravery really looks like. If she can go without what she lost, then I can face Endelin myself. I can face Endelin with my friends." He goes, "Well, then I wish you the best of luck." And the little door closes. The pony starts to trot away.
You know, she probably might not even recognize you at the moon if you take that helmet off.
Yeah.
Now, why would I do a silly thing like that? Disguise myself.
Yeah, of course.
But that
Yeah. Sure.
actually may be a good idea. Truth be told, I kind of kept my costume on to remind myself of my sister.
I mean, we have extra clothes among us if you need it, so you don't have to go all around all willy-nilly as the day you were born, or rose, or whatever
So-
the moon was.
Is that coat of like 1,000 handkerchiefs still around?
Yeah.
I think I just have the handkerchiefs. I don't know if I have the coat.
Yeah.
1 second.
I mean, I'm technically not wearing my clothes anymore. It's like, I've got extra pants.
She reaches for her moon mask.
I absolutely have a waistcoat, yeah.
She, we'll put her picture back just so you can see it.
Yeah.
Yeah. She goes, I guess I'll take my mask off. She reaches up, pulls it down. Nothing hideous. She's quite normal looking.
Oh, good.
I am very confused as to how that manages to stay on her.
Magic.
Oh yeah,
Well, it's by the,
Spirit gum.
what was the name of your, of the god that your, paladin, or your cleric was, Ray? Corellin?
Yeah, Corellin.
Yeah. She actually is a, worshiper of Corellin. And, she's
She's got a pamphlet from whatever Bun's
Yeah.
character's name was. I've forgotten.
He says, I'm afraid she still may recognize me. Guess I can do one thing. She closes her eyes and says a prayer to Corellin. And her face transforms to a very similar face, but one of a young man. Oh,
Oh, that should work.
She goes, well, he goes, it's been a long time since I changed form like this.
It's not just an illusion. Did you change your whole form?
Corellin gives me and my sister the power to change our genders.
Oh.
Usually we only did it when we were together, because it was more fun that way.
Well.
But I don't think Endlin knows
Work.
of this power, so she may not recognize me.
I think it's possible that your sister also may have done that at some point, or maybe if we can find her and convince her to do it, it'll put on a disguise for them. I don't know. I'm just thinking out loud.
We'll see. If we do come by Endlin, I may make myself sparse.
Fair enough.
I can show you all the best hiding techniques.
Alright, you make your way through the tunnel. The dark tunnel, which takes a couple hours to traverse.
A secret tunnel?
Secret tunnel.
Grit tunnel, man.
Secret tunnel.
There's a phone booth at the end of it.
Is that a reference?
Get smart.
Okay. Wait, saying I'm dumb?
No, it's just. I mean, it's Get Smart. It's an old show. No.
Completely destroyed his joke.
I didn't even think it was that funny, but apparently. Or maybe it's just getting late. So the secret tunnel with the phone booth at the end leads all the way
That's
to
just the
Motherhorn.
vapors.
And next session we shall enter the fortress. Or the theater. The theater / fortress.
Dun dun dun.
Ooh.
Look forward to a whole bunch of melodrama and bad acting.
Should be a lot of fun.
Acting?
Acting?